today, getting everything ready to do high build on. The fender and the hatch are now fully scuffed. All that stuff over there is also fully scuffed. I still need to, I almost forgot that I need to sand that, so I'll sand that before Trevor gets back. And I was getting the other fender off of that car I bought, so I could, you know, I could scuff it and high build it and get it ready as well. And you know, you have to pull everything off, and then you have to pull the side skirt off. Rust, you gotta be kidding me. So I bought this car for the hood and the doors in this fender, and of course the fender I need has rust. I can't believe it. So at least I have a good hood on it, and I could use this for my VR4. You know, I'm probably gonna end up using this door. I need to you know, go from the back and pop these dents out, make it a little bit straighter, then do a little bit of body work on it. But that wasn't in the plan for today, so I wasn't planning on taking these off at all, and I wasn't planning on doing the hood. I was just planning on getting the fenders. And yeah, I can't believe that. You got, like, literally this car doesn't like look like it has rust on it anywhere. You know, pretty clean car other than being wrecked, and the only fender I need has rust. I can't believe it. So yeah, one step forward, 10 steps backward. I think Mitsubishis hate me. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably gonna go to the junkyard tomorrow and just grab a junkyard fender. I think there was a nice one, and I probably should have just done that in the first place. And I'll probably, I don't know, I might just grab some doors. They'll probably hook me up on them. And I just, you know, so disappointed. But at least I got a bumper. I got the 97 bumper. And what else did I get? I got a car that I need to scrap. So I'll pull some more stuff off of it. Probably gonna blow the engine up in it and the tranny, and then probably the tranny before the engine, so I could, you know, because I really, you know, I don't care about this car, and you know, probably parting it out would be a waste of time. I get a battery though, a super cheap Walmart one, and I need to figure out where the fill and drain plug are on the tranny. This is what the antenna looks like. I'm so glad that I'm not gonna like look at this. No antenna, antenna, no antenna, antenna. I don't know. I don't like how the antenna looks, so I'm glad I deleted it. All right, so all this stuff is scuffed or sanded, and all I need to do now is I kind of wiped it down a little bit, but I need to wipe it down with some stuff, and then I can mix some primer. Okay, so everything's outside. I'm gonna go mix some primer now, and then hopefully get all this stuff ready. Okay, so I finished priming all this stuff. I thought the primer smelled kind of weird, and it's kind of old, so I don't know if it's bad, but you know, it coated everything really nice, and now I just need to block it out, and then it'll be ready to seal and paint. All right, so I'm done for tonight. The hatch is primed, the fender's primed, and all that stuff over there. I put these on little wires down here, the door handles, and I forgot all about them, so I'll have to prime them later. But yeah, the fender and the hatch look like they're really nice. Actually, everything looks really nice, way better than it did before. So yeah, hopefully it covered. Hopefully I didn't miss any spots. I think I missed a spot like right there on that, but that's okay. These are just for the mirrors. And then this thing right here, you can see some stuff right there. So I'll have to get some icing on that. And because this was all like really messed up. Ooh, it feels like really nice, smooth. And these door handles are metal, so. Okay, so yesterday I bought this Dremel. I'll put it in the description of the one I bought with the little extra toolkit. So it's a 4300. They had another one that was like a 4820 or something like that, but it was cordless, and I really don't want to have to deal with having a battery and charging a battery with a whole different tool set. So I just got the corded one, and then I got this because it had some little extra cutting discs, and it had like polishing stuff and all that other cool stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, see these little threaded, you know, they're like a little tack weld and nut on the back. I'm gonna try to grind the spot welds off and get rid of them. And if I can get all of these, you can see there's a broken stud there, one there, and some down there. And there's pretty much all those are broken under that light. So if I can get all these off today, I'll take the car over to the shop and weld up this antenna hole. And then I'll also fix some of this body work on the side, and then I'll prime it. So see what happens, but I want to at least get some of those taken off, and then I want to try to get this hole welded up. This little rust spot, I'll cut it out like out here to like there, and get that fixed, and then we'll see what happens. So I tried using this to grind down the spot welds, to just cut them on the edges, but it doesn't seem to work. So what I have been doing is, you can see right there, I got that one out pretty much. I'll finish it up with some sandpaper. One of these little things right here, so I can just come up and, you know, just smooth it out a little bit. But what I have been doing is kind of using this like a blade and just going across it and just shaving it down until it gets, you know, closer to that. And you know, I got one of the little studs out, so now I have all these left to do before I can take it over to the shop and fix that, fill the hole, and do all the other fun stuff. So the rear glass is out. I forgot that seal, well, I didn't even know that seal came out. It just comes off, but this one's all melted. It is all messed up anyway. That one off the other hatch I'll use. I was pulling the front windshield, and of course, like all safety glass front windshields, it got mad, and you can kind of see the crack right there. So I'm going to try to pull the windshield out of the that black parts one that had the rusty fender, so I could at least make $100 off that. There's a bunch of hail in Colorado Springs, so some guy wants back glass front windshield, and I guess his wing got messed up as well. So the wing off of the other, like the hoop wing, kind of like the super wing off of that parts one that had the rusty fender, I'll pull that off too. And yeah, I'll have at least, like, you know, make a little bit of money off of that. I recoup something out of it. And you know, then I still need to pull this, but I'll pull it right before I'm going to paint it, because I'll have to, you know, I'll pull it right before I'm going to prime it, because it lifts the, you know, it lifts the paint, and that's all the way down to the actual metal, bare metal, because it just pulls the glue and everything with it. So, you know, this hatch I'm not even going to use, so you know, I'm going to just pretty much probably scrap it. We'll see what happens. But these things, this is for the trim piece for the cowl, for the wipers. Kind of goes between the windshields right here, and then the wipers are down here. All the wipers go in those holes, but I'm going to paint that gloss black. This piece right here goes around there. I'm going to paint that gloss black. This piece right here, I need to fill that little hole, weld it, and that goes up there on top. There's like a windshield washer squirter. Since I'm not going to have windshield wipers, don't need that. And then all those are going to be gloss black. Same thing with the front windshield. There's a piece of trim that goes right there, gloss black that, and you know, that'll kind of bring it all together and make it really nice. And then the brand new glass will just be nice and shiny glass. I'll get a new front windshield. If I can't get that one out of the wrecked car, or I don't really remember if it's that great of a window, but if not, I'll just get a new one. And then I'll just use that back glass out of that wrecked one because it is a really nice back glass. So I should, and I'm going to use the quarter windows out of it as well. So yeah, I wanted to get all those little things cut off, but I need to go to my container and actually get an angle grinder. The thing for the Dremel, you know, it's just taking way too long, and I'm going to go through way too many little discs to get, like, I think there's 15 or 20 of those things. So yeah, do that, and then I should be good to go. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to at least see this thing in primer, and once it's in primer, it'll be pretty quick to get it to the you know, the painted stage. I'll just have to make sure everything's straight. Today I'm going to go over the shop and block all that stuff out. I need to make sure, I think the hardener for the primer that I used yesterday, it may have been bad, so I'm gonna look. I can't remember if it poured out clear or if it was yellow. If it's yellow, it's bad. If it's clear, it's good. Hopefully it's clear, because I don't know what that means in terms of, you know, I thought it had like a weird smell, the primer, but I guess it's supposed to smell weird. But yeah, the hardener, definitely, if it like has like a yellow tint to it instead of clear, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Okay, so that's it for this video. One issue that I have now, I sprayed the primer, looks good. The fender really looks good. I mean, the hatch does too, but I guess, so I used some hardener for the primer, and I guess the paint smelled weird, but I guess that's how it's supposed to smell. But the hardener is supposed to be clear, and it is yellow, which, you know, I mixed it up and it sprayed fine. I am talking to my friend about what I need to do if it's gonna like mess the paint up later, because it was like yellow, or if I'll be okay. But yeah, everything looks like it, you know, coated really nice. And I don't think, like I said last night, that needs to be worked with a little bit. That's just the icing. I need to put a little bit more on there, in there too, because that fiberglass was all messed up. These look good, and those over there look good. I do think the fender looks the best. I really like how it looks right now, just because it's like so nice and smooth and ready to go. It still needs to be blocked, but everything needs to be blocked. So thanks for watching. Comment below. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel out a lot. Also, click the bell next to the subscribe button. It gets you notifications when I post new videos. Also, look in the description. There's a link to a giveaway I'm doing. It's just a tile blow-off valve. It's going for another, I think, 29 days. So make sure to check that out. Do all the stuff. It's to promote my social media. And see you guys tomorrow.